"Why does the girded scythe demand its tribute, father?" Pierre questioned through tears, staring at his mother's barren bed. "And what is the reason for his behavior?" Pierre asked, raising his face. "I don't know, my son." "I know it," said an old man on the bank. "Death has long been in wrath and pronounces its sentence when the appointed time has not yet arrived. The reason? Everything is created from love." One day, a young perfumer succumbed to the charms of a beautiful maiden. The young woman's noble ancestry contrasted with the perfumer's modest fortune. These lovers gathered daily in the perfumer's forest, maintaining their foreign romance. Although the days shared were a feast of delights, the maiden's father was vehemently opposed to the union of their souls. With disdain, he forbade his daughter access to the perfumer, relegating her to the walls of his great palace where she was imprisoned. One day the young perfumer had the courage to go ask the noble lord for his daughter's hand. "But how am I to persuade such an illustrious person?" he questioned. "Make the most captivating perfume in the world." He then decided to distill the most exquisite, fragrant, and precious essences of its flowers. He mixed the elixirs, incorporated fruit oil and other refined aromas, although he still craved the most beautiful of all aromas, the sweet essence of his noble lady. In this way, he headed to his beloved, crossing the entire castle with furtive steps to avoid being arrested for indiscretions. He reached the door of the room where his beloved was resting, and upon arriving, he found that the entrance was locked. "My love, I have arrived," he whispered behind the door, but there was no response. He got out of the building and climbed the castle wall to enter the room. He pushed the window to meet him, only to find his beloved prostrate on the ground, a victim of mortality. "My beloved, I have arrived. Wake up, I implore you. Wake up!" he uttered while holding her on the ground and shedding tears. It is said that her cries resonated with such intensity that they reached the confines of the castle. The lord and his court entered. "Oh, my daughter, what have you stirred up?" "It would be wiser for you to rush from the balcony there before my anger reaches you," the sir replied with pain and anger. And so, heeding his advice, the perfumer carried out the terrible action.